Good morning. It's Lori Christos from Madonna and Child Jewelry. Very low energy today. I'm out in Atlanta, and we've been like a friend of mine and I 4 days running around, and started at Peachtree Antiques on Sunday. It's definitely not the seasonal event that they used to have where it was just jam-packed with out-of-state vendors and amazing furniture, but it wasn't too shabby. So we found some stuff, and I'm just like hitting the little towns trying to find some bargains. I gotta say right now, Atlanta is pretty expensive, so I didn't find a lot of bargains, but I just grabbed like what I loved, you know. And I'm not done. I'm gonna do some today. So I was going to do a little unboxing because I'm going to pack up. We're staying like one more night, and then I'm going to go around today and do a little unboxing before I pack it up, just to show you guys. And there's a few collectibles that I love that you see kind of like what I collect in my room. So I'm going to start with my favorite. Gorgeous. Humongo. It's not stamped Italian, even though it looks really Italian. It is a carved cherub head. It could be German, but this really looks to me more like the Italian ones I collect. I have a whole collection, and of the angel heads, I've never seen one this big. So they're usually like 4 inches or 3 inches. This one is bigger than my hand. So this one is like 6 inches long, like 7 inches wide. Killer, all carved wood, all hand painted with like a polychrome. Stunning. So this is like totally my jam, and this is something that I would probably bring to my show and just lay it down and drape jewelry over and put a price on it. And you know, if somebody liked it, I would sell it. But I've never seen one this big, and if I have, it would have been not in person, maybe online, and something that was too out of reach for me to buy, because these things are very expensive. But I love. So along that vein, got anything out of that. Along that vein, as far as Italian wood, I used to collect these. They're called Florentine dresser boxes, and they would be like little replicas of hand-painted Florentine dressers that you would see, big, like real dressers, and then they ended up making miniatures of them. Well, the coolest part is I used to collect them like crazy and never have ever come across one this little. So this one's only like 4 inches long, 3.5 inches high. Drawers are lined with like a green felt. And the back, you can tell this is all Florentine. It's not Florentine style. It's Florentine. It's got the stamp Firenze, Italy down there. So I love it. And it's painted in the style of the Venetian pieces. So I have an old Venetian desk that's all hand painted with flowers. So this would be like a Venetian or Florentine style tray, the way they painted them with flowers. This has red accents. It's gold leaf over it. Stunning detail on both sides. So this I adore. Had to have it. Plus it's small, can fit in my luggage. So this one I'll probably have up for sale. If you like it, you can inquire, but it would probably be at my shows. Because my bedroom, if you've ever taken a look of my studio where I film my videos, everything is stacked to the ceiling, so I don't really have a place for that, but I'm never leaving something like that on a shelf. One other thing, 2 other little fabulous smalls, totally my vibe. This is a hand-painted on, it's most likely ivory or celluloid, hand-painted Virgin Mary. It's the Raphael Madonna of the Chair. Stunning detail. and it goes in this diamond shape. It has a hanger on the back. You can tell it's old. Beautiful, all this kind of like gilt brass, open work. What's behind it is just like a satin silk fabric. It goes like this though. And this thing is like 2.5 inches square. So stunning. And this was a little treasure that I found. And just like you can tell back here, it's a smaller piece in my hand. So something like this would probably be at my show, on my table, rested up against my angel. And that's how I do my shows. My shows are my, Madonna and Child jewelry mixed with estate, mixed with some Navajo, but tons of antique or vintage collectibles that are, French or Italian and, quite stunning. Like I don't bring any junk. This one, who doesn't love this? It's, I'd say it's most likely sterling. It's the enamel, the French, they say in America, guilloche, I say guilloche. Compact, it has the sage green and the little rosy enamel atop. It has, like it could have been connected to a chatelaine. It has this beautiful ornate antique, like paperclip sterling chain attached. And just to see the inside, so it has like the old pad. This, you put the powder, like, I think in here, and then you turn it and it comes out. But this isn't something I would reuse. It's got a little mirror. This is just something I would probably throw this out or put this under here and just, keep it as a collectible. So this is stunning. I'm probably going to give this to a friend that collects them. Stunning piece. And you don't find these, that inexpensively. So I got a decent price and it's a beautiful gift. So my girlfriend will love that. Okay, what else? That's all the like biggie things, I think. Oh, there might be some stuff in here. Oh no, these are, I don't even know how I could forget about these guys. Never found these in my life. This is all junky, funky packing. These are them, and these are gonna probably go in my purse on the plane because I paid way up. These are probably gonna be my heirlooms for the rest of my life, and I've never seen them, but I talked to the woman about them. Okay, so she had 3 of them. I was dying. This was at Scott's, so it's a bougier flea market. This is a hand-painted, exquisite Madonna. It's a copy of a Renaissance painting. This one could have been a Raphael, but, look at the detail on her, if you can see. Let me pull back. But hand-painted, miniature cameo. This is not a decal. And then the lady said they came from Austria. She has a friend that lives there and does this, buys out estates. So when he buys out the estates, he sends her pics of stuff she might like. And so she grabbed all 3 of them. It's in an ornate, antique brass, still got the little easel back. This is only 3 inches long, 2.5 inches wide. And it's jeweled. These are probably faux gemstones in garnet and topaz, or maybe they're real because this was Austrian, where Austrian crystals come from. So maybe they're just crystal gemstones. I can't stop showing you because it's so beautiful. So these I paid up for, most likely will never sell, especially right away. But she had 3. One didn't have the easel back. And they were expensive, but I'm getting older. When I travel, if I haven't seen anything during 62 years of picking, traveling, hunting, and fine pieces, I normally walk by fine cases because I'm here to find bargains. But these, she cut me a deal when I bought 2, but this is the other one. So this one is, oh my God, it's gorgeous. It's Hand painted. This is Raphael, Madonna of the Chair. Actually, is it the same? No, this is the Sistine Madonna. This is the Raphael of the Chair. But look at like the beauty. So this one's same, 3 inches. It looks like it's also Austrian, ornate, cut out. I doubt it was ever a gilt brass. It just looks like a brass. It has a much darker patina. Both of them do. They both have easels. So, well, you know, they looked gilt, maybe brass back in the day, because that's brighter, the backs. So she said these were from the late 1800s. I'm sure they were. But I've never seen them before. So aren't they stunning? I'm so excited. So these will be wrapped up, double wrapped up, triple wrapped up in tissue, and I will carry that in my handbag and bring them home. When I do a show, I'm sure they're going to be there. They're going to be laid down. They're going to have a nice price on them. And if anybody wants one, you got to reach out and twist my arm on that. Because I don't say no, like never, because I've had a lifetime of these collectibles and a lifetime of saying never. And then one day you wake up and go, that's it, too much stuff. I'm getting it out of here. And then I might go on eBay. One time, a couple years ago, I'm like, I'm over this. I sold about 8,000 on eBay in 1 week because I just put it all up. Angels, archangels, like frames that now go for like 2,000 that I bought for probably like 175 that I sold for like 350 to 4 are now, I can't even touch those, and I had many of them. So I'm kicking myself, and I don't want to restart a collection again in 10 years when I'm 70 and I can't walk, so I already have knee issues. So those are my gorgeous pieces, my gorgeouses. What else? Oh, cute stuff. I mean, just adorbs. Oh, these I bought. I used to collect them. I wanted my daughter to start a collection, so I've been buying them slowly but surely. She's like, Mom, I don't need this stuff. I don't have room. But she does have one thing that she collects, and it's super bougie, and it's very, very expensive perfumes. And she can spend up to $400 on one, and she has 20. And they're from all over. Like, she gets them from Florence, she gets them from France. There's stores in LA, she lives in LA, that sell just really rare. I mean, she might just buy a $300 perfume just on the description of what they wrote about it, you know, because she's like a very good writer. And if you can reel her in with your description. So what I wanted to do was start like a jewelry bottle, even though these are sprays most likely in bottles. I wanted to start her a perfume miniature collection of perfume bottles, and I started with some sterling ones that I kind of found on eBay, and they're ornate and they have sterling, but they're really little. They're like this. They have a gemstone in the top. I think I bought one from Doug from Raven's Chest on his eBay $1 sale and sent it to her because she's like, no, I don't want it. And I'm like, well, you know, I'll send it, and then when I come in, if you don't want it, just give this stuff back to me and I'll start another collection, because I sold all mine and I had them all. But then I'm like, these are too little, I don't need them. Just like her, I was just whiny, just like her. Now I'm getting older, I don't see it ever again. I'm like, I'm damping this up. So these look Art Nouveau. This one is a, I don't know what color, citrine color, glass, sterling. They said they were from the 50s. I've never seen them, but all this beautiful Art Nouveau detail. This one is maybe 3.5 inches with this little stopper. Very fragile, like blown glass. The bottom, I mean, they're in pretty pristine condition. Look at the detail. And they're not stamped, but they're sterling, and I'm just going off of my eye. But to die, and so I'm like, oh, well, you know, her birthday's coming up. I can send them, but it's hard to send somebody a gift for their birthday when they're like, don't send me any more of those. So I'm like, we'll think about it. I mean, I could keep these and start my own collection, or just be happy with the pair. Again, everything was in pairs this time. This one is to dye. It is got, I'm not reading anything right now, but it has almost I love this color, like a salmon blown glass. So it's very, you know, fine glass. And then look at the detail. These are artisan, like all sterling wrapped around the piece, rosettes, leaves, beautiful ornate stopper. I'm not undoing it. So to dye. So I found a stunning pair of these. They can go in her collection, my collection. If she doesn't want them and you're interested, you can reach out if you collect these, but it's going to be hard again to let these go because I do have an eye for fine pieces, and when I find them and I travel, you know, 1,000 miles and pay what I paid to get here, and I'm in a very nice hotel, as you can see. It's quite lovely. You know, I'm spending a lot of money just to get out here to buy this stuff. So I'm not really, even if it's a bargain, calling it a bargain, but I'm calling this, you know, more of a fun trip than a buying trip. Okay, you know I'm the cross lover. In fact, I should put it on this chain that I just bought. So I was out here looking for ornate, like Victorian paperclip chains, and they have $50 on a 16-inch lightweight. It's going to be more than a gram of sterling. And I'm like, forget it. Like I saw two and they were way marked up. So I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. This one was not paperclip, but definitely vintage. I love the patina. You know, it's got that, I'm sure there's a name for this, but it's very ornate, each link. So I love stuff like that. And if I have an ornate pendant, I'm not going to put it on something plain. So this one is marked sterling something something on the back. Look at this exquisite chain. So this is like 2.5 inches, 3 inches with the bail, all ornate. This looks to me probably from Germany, or I'm sure it's stamped, you guys, but I lost my loop. Anyways, gorgeous. It's got a shadow box. Could even be from Mexico or Spain. It has a very Italian vibe, which is what I die for. So I can just put this together like this. I have a collection of ornate crosses, and I've never seen this cross. So I'm like, well, I have to get it, but it was not inexpensive. But I'm out here, so I'm like, I'm going to nab it anyway, so I don't have to pay, you know, to ship it or pay for shipping. But this, and this is probably on a 20-inch chain, is a stunning. This has the old clasp, the ring clasp. It's sterling. Okay, let me take these off for a sec, because I cannot connect things anymore with these nails. So I love it. I love it. Stunning. So if you're like a piece like this, just text me 708-217-1600 or email me and we can come up with a price. I haven't calculated everything yet. This was expensive, but it looks it, you know, and I can shorten a chain, or you can put it on your own chain to have it up here. All these older chains are always in the wrong space. This one, thank God I brought my tools, because I wore it here and I had to shorten the chain so I could wear it. I should have brought a couple of plain chains with me, so when I bought these things I could wear them. This is stunning. This was from Scott's. This is a 3-inch etched locket, sterling, puffy. This is like almost a 1/2 inch thick. I did find a paperclip chain. It's not super ornate, but it is a paperclip chain, vintage. You can tell by the clasp. Where's the clasp? I had to make it like 18 inches and shorten it here so I could wear it. Let me open the locket. So this is vintage. I don't think this locket is like super old, but it's super vintage. You can put 2 pictures. It's deep, so you can put anything you want in there. It's got a good closure. It's got a big bail. It's etched on both sides, and I love it. I love it. And you know what? Lockets I adorn for Madonna and child pieces, but I don't really usually adorn real sterling, and I wouldn't on this. Like if something is super ornate and expensive, I'm not going to go putting a cross or like a Virgin Mary on it, because I want to keep it pristine and as is. So I've done it before for ones that are just not fine metal. Come on, my poor nails. I can't even get this on. Okay, there you go. So I could be on a heavier chain. This is just all I had at the time. But stunning locket, humongous locket. I would like it up here, but I'm not shortening this chain anymore. And all sterling, stunning, vintage, antique chain. Text 708-217-1600 to inquire about a price. I'm not thinking price yet, if you like it, but it's a beauty. And, you know, normally can't touch these with a 10-foot pole. Okay, receipt over there. What is in here? Oh, okay. I did buy a lot of stuff. Oh, I'll just grab this really quick. Okay. This is marked oh God, I'm so bad. But it is sterling. Sterling with something written on the top. And don't come by here for a sec. Just and this one is probably weighs about 50 grams. It's a sterling silver cuff. It has about 3.5 inches across of these little balls and weighs a lot. I paid up for this, but this is something that's going to be available if you like it. 708-217-1600 for a stunning cuff. It's large, would fit like a 7 to an 8. Isn't that gorge? Maybe you could, you know what, down here. Couple other things. Can I pause you? Let me try pausing.